I guess it started when I was studying film. I found that I really fell in love with the process of editing, and that it felt very organic to me, this way of kind of writing a script from images that I had collected in the process of shooting. If you told me that I had to spend the rest of my life editing, I would be more than happy to do that. The job of the editor, I think, is to bridge that gap between the imagination on the script, and the reality of the footage. And if we do a good job in the editing, somehow we can make something really magical come out of that footage that really lives in the minds of the audience. For me personally, what I like about editing is that it's like kind of solving a puzzle. Editing at its root is two things. One is the structural side of how do you tell the story with images, and the second is the emotional, meaning that how do you create an emotional response with the audience. Sometimes the director comes with a clear idea, this is the style they want, but most of the time I find it to be more of a dialogue, meaning that we talk so that I can take those thoughts and feelings that the director has towards the things that they shot and find a way to process it into my own way of telling the story. So I guess for like somebody who's new to editing, the first thing I would recommend is to take a film that you've watched before, but this time watch it again without the sound, and just to observe the editing, like the rhythm, what kind of shots they're using, wide shot to medium shot, how long the shots are, how the edit makes you feel, and how much you can understand the story from the editing without the sound. So that would be the first tip. And then after that, I would do what I try to do, which is like a scene breakdown. So in editing, we have something called eye trace, which means that at any point in time when we come to the cut, the editor has to know where the audience is looking at. I think try to get as much experience as possible and to test things out. Like this shot combined with this shot, you can create some kind of new meaning. So I think it's good somehow just to play around. If there's nobody hiring you or asking you to edit for them, then just edit for fun, edit for yourself. After some time making films, you have to rely to a certain extent on instinct. And the only way to actually acquire this instinct is by doing things over and over a lot. Take, let's say, your favorite film and to try to cut a trailer out of it, which is basically to try to restructure the narrative, to figure out a way of like actually how much do you need to be able to tell the story of this film. So those would be my basic tips and ideas, I guess, for people who want to be editors.